A lot of people have been asking me over the years, can you really make a good living at trading? So I want to approach that topic today in light of the current situation in the world, in light of the financial markets today as they sit, and in light of the real questions that people are asking. They're out there looking for the answer. They're looking for a way to make income. Can this really work today? Am I too late for the Bitcoin market? Is it a good way to invest your funds today? And can you learn how to trade them properly? And what trading style works? A lot of people will show percentages, but they won't show the money. Okay, a lot of people will tell you that they trade with hundreds of thousands of dollars, and some institutionals do, usually through a broker. Okay? But can you do this yourself? Can you learn how to do what I do and what I have taught thousands of people how to do over the last 10 years? I'm going to get into a little bit of a presentation for you, and I'm trying to break it down realistically because this is a very big concern for my big global community of HODLNOTS and Bitcoin Trend and Forecast. Marius and I have been in business for a very long time, 10 years to be exact, and we're still going strong because we have exceptional people that work with us, with our products, and we have long-term subscribers that have been with us and followed us many years. But the struggle is real today out there with the glooming war, with the shortages of oil, with food, with ever increasing inflation and prices that are rising. And people really need to know, how are we going to feed our families? How are we going to do this? What if another lockdown occurs? Okay. So I really want to get into the nitty gritty of what is the expectation of trading? How much is it going to cost you? How much time is it going to take you to really learn? And a lot of that, of course, is going to depend on you and what you want to get out of trading. I want to go through what we do, what we have been teaching people how to do, and the success will come from you on how serious you want to take it. So let's get into my presentation now, and hopefully it will enlighten you on whether or not you want to take this journey, whether or not you see and can see what I do for a living and how I make extra money and how just trading is where my income comes from, not from subscriptions, not from leaning on any other thing that I have to make money. I can make money by myself in hours and in minutes, and I can show you how to do it with my team. With our training videos, with the way we do it is like nobody else teaches. You can learn all day long on free courses, free education from all the exchanges, but why not learn from some people who have proven methods? We have a proven way to do it, and we're not near as expensive as most people are out there. Okay, so let's get into my presentation today, and hopefully some of the questions that you have about life change, can you really be a trader? Is it for you? And maybe I can answer some of those questions and show you what we do. I will show you what I do, and I will show you about what you can expect if you take it seriously. So let's get started. Welcome to the presentation today, 2026 Life Change. Trading for a living, is it for me? My name is Wendy Landman, and I am going to walk you through what we do at Bitcoin Trend and Forecast and what we do at HODLNOTS, and see if this is something that you're interested in and you want life change this year or early next year. To get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Wendy Landman. I am co-founder of Bitcoin Trend and Forecast with my husband, Marius Landman. We've been in business now for 10 years, and our company name, if you want to look us up, is bitcointaf.com. There's lots and lots of five-star ratings on our website and on Trustpilot and everywhere else of all of the people all over the globe who have been subscribing to my husband's long-term reports, which is our signature product. They subscribe to trade partners and they mirror our trades. And our signature products are also our courses where we teach and train and educate people how to trade cryptocurrency. I am also the founder of HODLNOTS, which we have foundational basic courses, and we have indicators that will help you trade if you learn how to use them properly. So we are into cryptocurrency education and training. I am also the founder of the 3M program. This program is for Black Bear expert traders. If you want to learn how to minute scalp, daily trade, and make a living, this program is for you. We'll get a little bit more into that and what the expectation is to be a Black Bear expert trader, and you'll get one of these nice little t-shirts. They're actually golf shirts. They're quite nice. And you will get one on arrival into the Bear Cave. I am also a technical analyst with Inner Circle and Trade Partners, working with our global clients on a bigger scale, and I give short-term trade calls. I do charting and I give calls for gains on shorter time frames from 2 hours on down. Okay, I'm also a managing partner of BTAF Token, btaftoken.io, in case you're interested in our utility token, and our NFT platform can be found over there. Trading cryptocurrency, I hold 10 years of experience trading and teaching people how to trade. I know how to trade. I trade daily. I teach people how to trade. And if you want to learn how to do this for a living and you want to see what I do and how I do it, we will teach you how to get there. And if you take the pathway that I explained to you in this video, I look forward to seeing you if it's of interest to you. So some of the questions that a lot of people have asked me, especially lately in today's time in the world, is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency investing and trading still good today? Is it too late? Did I miss the boat? So we're going to go over that. Is it possible to trade for a living? I mean, people want realistic figures. They want to see the money. They want to see what can the expectation can be, especially if you don't have a lot of funds to trade with. Can you make money on $20? Okay. Do I have to have money to make money? Well, in most everything that you do, you have to have money to make money. And the more that you have, the more that you can make. But there is a very viable way to make a living with small money. And I will show you that today. How long will it take to learn and become a full-time trader? We're going to go over that, okay? It's different for everybody, of course, but we're going to give you an estimated realistic time frame, which is what a lot of people want to know. I'm going to give you the pathway to learning, to practice, and arrival to your life change goal, if that's what you're looking for. What can I really expect to make daily? I'm going to give you my live examples, and I'm going to give you examples in this market today, real time, within the last week, and even over this weekend, which was a holiday weekend, slow market, not a lot going on. And I'm going to show you what I was able to make in a short period of time, just so you have the realistic idea of what it's going to be really like during the week when the markets are hopping and when the coins are working. Cost. What is it going to cost you to get in and have life change? What are you willing to invest? Can you afford it? Do you need to save up for it? And we're going to go over all of that. What do you really need to get started? How much is it going to take on money, time, and commitment? Because we don't like to have hidden agendas. We don't like to have hidden costs. And we want you to have all the information out there on the plate, open and transparent, so that you know exactly what you're getting into before you get into it. And then we're going to get into how do you start. That's what you're interested in and you want to join me. Love to see you and teach you how to do this. So first, let's get into, is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency investing and trading still good today? Well, I downloaded 2 charts for you to see, and I went over the year-end prices on a log scale for Bitcoin versus all these other commodities, so that you can do a comparison for those people who are into the financial assets and wanting to know if Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is still a viable asset. Well, as you can see, taking in count the years from 2016 to 2025 up until last year, Bitcoin is in blue. You can see it at the top of the scale versus all the other commodities of gold, silver, oil, copper, platinum, and natural gas, even all the way at the bottom. So you can see the chart graph on how much volatility goes into Bitcoin. On the bottom chart, you're going to see a percentage growth chart, Bitcoin versus all the major commodities that you see above. And by far, you can see the difference in cryptocurrency, and it's nothing but up. So even though we have a down market, it has far exceeded any other commodity out there, and it is a viable way to invest and trade, financial independence, and for financial investment. So, who is best suited for trading? Let's get into that because you may be wondering, can I do this? Is this for me? Am I a woman? Am I handicapped? Am I too young? Am I too old? I don't know the computer very well. I don't think I can do this. Throw the negativity out the window because if you're ever going to get to where you want to be in life and you want to reach your goals, you're going to have to start thinking positive. So you need to retrain your brain. That's the very first thing because the mental capacity that you have in being positive will take you to your goals so you can meet them. So anybody serious enough to want to learn can learn how to do this and can take our course, learn our material. It's very simplified, but it is of an adult nature type learning. I have exceptions to the rule for young individuals, for people who want to get their children involved in this. If they're too old, they may have a handicap or a disability, is what I like to call it. Maybe just have a disability of some sort. We have taught all ages from 12 years old, stepped into the rule, I had to interview them, and we have taken several disabled people, cerebral palsy. We've had high school age, only if they really want to learn. I'm just going to be blunt about this. If you're going to try and buy the course and push somebody into this, I would recommend that you please don't. If they really want it, if they want to buy it for their kids, gift it to them, that's great. But if you really want them to learn it, they got to really want to do it. College uni students, this is perfect for them to learn how to do HODL fire trading after they take the basics for longer trades, which will allow them study time. Maybe not necessarily minute scalping. They can go off and do that for a living if they want. But while they're studying, we're going to recommend that they dig deeper into the HODL fire and learn and master the HODL fire course after they take the HODLNOTS basics, and then they can dig into how to make money on the higher time frames. This will save on the cost of travel, risk, lack of sleep, and more time to study. Pensioners. Yes, we want those wanting to increase and whatever pay that you get during the month. Sometimes it's just not enough. Or we have a whole bunch of gentlemen that are out of the workforce that are feeling a little bit lost. You want to get back in the game and making money. This is absolutely perfect for you to be able to travel. You can still retire. You can still do what you need to do and enjoy life, but you can also trade when you have nothing better to do or you're sitting at a picnic table as long as you have internet. Adults in jobs where they would rather work from home or as a second income if they already work from home. This is ideal for you. If you're already at home, you have a home job, you can be doing HODL fire trades on the side, or you can be doing minute scalping when you have some extra time off. Stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, this is ideal for you. When kids are asleep, when kids are out, when you have an extra hour or two and you want to be able to grocery money, perfect. Okay, so this is for you as well. Don't think just because you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad that you can't contribute to the income. I have more women traders than I do men. Okay, and they're all really good. Okay, tradies, this can work for you. You know who you are. If you're a Sparky, if you're a plumber, if you are out there doing traffic control, you have weather days and that you can't go out. And maybe you can't make your pay because one reason or another. Maybe you're sick. Maybe you have some time off and you want to be able to make some extra money or in between jobs. Instead of pulling in unemployment, you can definitely be trading. Okay, insurance. I like to consider learning how to trade insurance from COVID or lockdown or any other thing that the governments might put down on you, especially crashes or things that may be happening in the global markets. Now, we don't live in fear. We live in the positive. We believe the world is going to all turn right in the end, but this is insurance from anything that might happen if you do get in a situation like we've had in the past where you don't know what to do, you don't know any other way to make a living than what you're doing now, and you want to know that there is another way so you don't have to stress on how you're going to pay your bills or feed your family. It reduces the risk of something happening and you are ready for it, like having an insurance policy. So if that's you, if you fit into any of those categories, then we'd love to teach you how to trade. Okay, is it possible to trade for a living? Absolutely. The effort that you put in and how fast you learn will solely determine your outcome and your income. Right? How are you going to take it seriously? Are you going to really invest in this and in yourself to get to life change? Because if you are serious, we will get you there. How much time do you have to trade? That's a question. A lot of people say, well, I have a full-time job. I don't have very many hours. How can I learn how to do this? Well, you can. It's just going to have to prioritize the time that you need to learn, as well as how fast you learn will depend on how you get through the course on your time is how much time that you have. What is your preferred lifestyle? If you are owning a business, if you're in the financial markets, how much time do you have to trade? That will matter. If you don't have as much time as somebody who is off work or has a full day, then obviously it's going to take you a little bit longer than somebody who has a lot more time. What is your preferred lifestyle? If your preferred lifestyle is busy, if you don't really have a lot of time, then you have to determine, are you going to have time to trade? Then minute scalping is probably for you because if you're like me, I'm super busy. I only have hours at best to trade, and I'm teaching and training and I'm running businesses and I'm doing life and I have lots of other things going on. So my preferred method is minute scalping, and it works for me. I make all the money I need to make in a short period of time every single day. And if I did it full time, I would be very well to do. So that's what I want you to decide is how much money do you need? Are you willing to work hard to get there? And how much did you really want to trade? Do you want to trade 6, 7, 8 hours a day? Or do you just want to do it for an hour here and there, or maybe even just on the weekend? So you have to decide if you want a career change or if you just want extra income. If you are busy, you're running a business, you don't have a lot of time to minute scout, we're going to throw you over into the HODL Fire group. And the HODL Fire is what's going to help you make money during the week, okay, on longer time frames, but we're still going to teach you how to trade. So are you willing to put in the time, the effort, and the funds to obtain the end result or goal? That's up to you. How long will it take to learn and become a full-time trader? Now, I'm going to give you realistic goals, but a lot of it depends on you. How determined are you to be a full-time trader? If you're determined to get there, you'll make it in 4 months. If you, on average, most people who are serious-minded, I'm going to be honest, make it in 6 months. If you're a slow learner, you don't have much time to put into it, you're not as pressed to reach that goal that fast, give yourself a year. It just totally depends on you and how much time you put in. So this is the pathway here that we're going to get you on. HODLNOTS foundational course is where you start with your basics. We have several different methods of delivery on this course, which we will get into, but the course basically will be 30 days of learning, education, and training, up to 3 months, depending on how long you want to take. The Den and the Lodge is where we trade together. We continue our learning and education in these 2 different Telegram rooms. This is where you practice for 30 days after the course. We want you to learn how to do the trades on your own. Give yourself some learning time. Every week, I have a training after the course, which I teach a lot of different things. So we will teach you how to short the market. We will teach you coin patterns. We will teach you time frames and retracements. I will do some testing on you. We will go over conflicting indicators. And I will be just dialing you into a lot of things that are after the course. So we want you to stay with us. So 30 days in the Den is included in the course so that you have that extra continuing learning and time to practice. Now, what happens after 30 days? After 30 days, then you have to make a call. Are you going to stick it out? Are you going to stay with us? Or are you good enough to go on your own and dawdle around and try and trade and do your thing? It's up to you. But if you want to be a master expert and you want to do what I do and what the other Black Bears do, then you're going to want to enter the 3M program. Okay. But you need to know what that entails. It's called Minute Money Masters to Black Bear Expert. Okay. Give yourself 6 months. Just being honest, most people do it in 6 months. Some people who are very intentional have done it in 4 or 5, okay? But they're serious. It's a lot of trading, it's a lot of practice, and it's a lot of work. It's not easy, okay? But the rewards are great when you get there. So the Black Bear Cave, what is that? That's a Telegram group where all the black bears are. This is a free Telegram group that once you arrive, you're there for life. We don't charge extra. We don't charge you a monthly subscription, and we train you for free on leverage. This is where we can ramp you up to the expert level and advanced training, and we will show you how to do leverage and practice and minimize your risk to do it so that you can make a living, ramp up your skills once you've mastered the basics. So give yourself 2 to 3 months in the Black Bear Cave, learning and practicing with us as we teach and train you how to do leverage for free. So ramping up after mastering Minute Money Masters. Now, after you learned how to daily trade, the pathway changes. Now you have to make a decision. Are you also going to learn how to do this for a living? You probably want to go into the HODL Fire indicator. This is an indicator where our HODL Fire trades are longer term trades that play out, usually within the week. It's what we try in week to 10 days at best. Similar to signals, but not as long as signals. So we do HODL Fire trades and we teach and train, and that's a separate course. So if you're interested in just doing HODL Fire because minute scalping isn't for you, at least you have your basics down, and now you move into the HODL Fire. Now also, for those people, there are going to be people that have finished taking the basics that they want to be a technical analyst. They want to do what our people over in DTM do. Okay, they do signals, they do charting, they want to get down, they just love those extra indicators. They want to deep dive into them, and they want to do advanced technical analysis type of a program. Well, we have a course for you. It's called UTC. Those are for pro traders. Those are if you're going to want to do this professionally, you want to take that course because it's training on signals, and that's a whole nother different trading style. Other than that, then we have long-term reports for investment trading, for bigger funds, for people who want to just invest in cryptocurrency, another trading style, in cryptos and in stocks. So Marius, my husband, has long-term reports. He has a stock report. He has Elliott Wave reports, and he does the longer-term analytical algorithm reports. So if that's you, that's our signature product. And for everybody else, when you learn how to trade and now you have the money to trade with, and then we also have another product called Trade Partners Live. And this is where you want to copy all of our technical analysts and have a channel where we tell you the trades that we're taking, when we're taking them, how we're taking them, laddering in, laddering out, where the stop losses go, and we're making money. So we've made some really good money in March, and we now have it at a monthly subscription so that it's much more affordable and people can keep their money in the market while they're taking the trades that we're taking. A lot of the people in Trade Partners are trading bigger money, and they're also using a broker. So if that's you, then we can set you up with all of that, and we can talk to you more about that if you're interested in that particular product. Okay, what is the cost? What can I really expect? And what do I need to get started? Okay, give me the lowdown. Okay, money, time, and commitment. That's what I want to go over. Okay, so the HODLNOTS Foundational course. A lot of courses that are going to teach you Forex or teach you really how to trade are going to be extended probably over a 6-month period to a year, and they're usually going to charge you somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000. You can go check them out, check out the big guns, the people who teach and train and educate on that. But we specialize in cryptocurrency trading. So our course, we have always endeavored to keep it under $1,000. It's $780 USD, and we have other options on how to take the foundational course. You can either take it live or you can take it on our self-paced and start today. The self-paced course has modules, which I'll get into in a little bit. And we also have a private solo premium course, meaning if you want to get started right away, you want to pay more money, you want a private trainer with a private instructor to do your time zone when you're available, and you want to rush through this in a mad rush and you want to learn in a week or two, we can do that too. 780 is where most people go. So just letting you know, start today on the self-paced, or you scheduled live courses, which is a 2-week course where you learn every single day with live trainers. Everything's live. It's different and it's our signature way, but it's not given every single month. So you'll have to look up the schedule on the product if you want to take the live group course. Den in the Lodge, 30 days is free with the course, and then it's $50 USD monthly to stay, hang around, continue to get free trainings every week, get the help, you get the community, you get the calls, you get the indicators. We've got a lot that goes into that $50 subscription. And we also have discounts after you finish the course. So the 3M program, the Minute Money Masters, the Black Bear Expert, that program's free. We're not going to charge you for that. We are going to put in a lot of time and effort with you. The trainers that are engaged in this are all on board. We spend lots of extra time on live calls with you, helping you get to achieve the Black Bear Cave level. And there's accountability. So we put in a lot of admin effort into that, and we do give it free, but you have to remain in the Den in the Lodge subscription so we can give you the course. That is the prerequisite, is that you have finished the certified HODLNOTS course and you've traded for 30 days. Once you're doing that and you're good to go, then you're ready for the 3M program. Again, remember and expect that it's going to take you about 6 months of active trading in order to master that program. The Black Bear Cave is training on leverage. That is free. The Telegram group is free for life. We do not have subscriptions that we're going to put in there. You can talk to people, you can DM people, you can, we have separate trainings, and we are on another level there. We are teaching and training on advanced levels for people who are full-time traders. That's what we're looking for in there. And once you're there for life, because you know everything that we know and you want to trade with some people. So we have a great group of all over the world that's in there that we trade for a living. We find coins every single day to trade leverage on. So weekly trainings are recorded in the Den in the Lodge every week. We record and we have live interaction. So this helps with answering your questions, getting you where you need to be. If you want to join the calls live, that's recommended. Okay, you're going to learn faster if you ask questions and you interact, as opposed to just watching the recording. But if it's more convenient for you and you're one of those that just wants to watch it after it's over, we keep it up for a week in our academy. And you will have access to that to rewatch and watch it for a week. Know the risk. Cryptocurrency trading can be complicated, and a lot of people don't get involved in cryptocurrency because they think it's complicated. They think it's a bubble still after 10 years. I don't know. But just getting started doesn't have to be complicated. And when you're done with the training and education, you're going to see that we simplify everything for you. We make it very simple. It just takes practice. That's like with anything else in a life skill, that's something different. You're going to have to put in the time and the effort to teach and train yourself, follow what we're teaching you. But we do simplify all the indicators, and we simplify what we're teaching so that you can learn it a lot faster. You'll be trading your first 30 days. HODLNOTS was created to simplify this entire process so that you can easily understand and get started. Let us explain why we do not teach leverage until the Black Bear level. I want to really kind of get into that because I know that a lot of people are scared to death of leverage. Lots of people have been liquidated. Lots of people consider it gambling. And I want to get into really a little bit of the nitty gritty because I used to think the same thing. And most of my trainers knew that for 6 years, I never even leverage traded. I wouldn't touch it. Now let's get into why I do it now and why it's a good way when you've trained and educated. So I want to simplify it. And this is sort of kind of how we teach too. Here we have a nice, handsome young gentleman. Okay, step one. This is just the scenario that I'm going to give you. This is where he starts. He starts training and education with the books and records on how to learn how to drive a car. As with any 16, 17-year-old young man, I said, when they're learning the material, they're studying, and you're trying really hard to get an A, okay? Take the training, get the simulator work down, and pass the test so you can get in that car and drive. That's what HODLNOTS course is. Now let's go to step two. We've got the practical. Now, you have to determine, now that you finished, you passed the test, you passed the simulator, and you need to practice until you have confidence. But what do some young boys do? They're already behind the wheel of a car. They're not very experienced. They haven't practiced very long. And after a day or two, they think they're ready for the racetrack. Sound familiar? Well, I have a couple boys, so I know. Step 3, advanced skills. Stepping off too soon, lack of confidence, lack of practice, and your risk is highly accelerated. This is what I want to warn people on about leverage trading. Okay. This is the same scenario of you all of a sudden getting out of the course, getting the basics down. You know that you know how to trade now, and you've practiced maybe for 30 days and you think you're ready for leverage trading. Okay. This is where you're going to fail on leverage if you don't know how to do it properly. Again, you're not trained and educated. We haven't taught you how to do it yet, but the risk is maximized. And yes, you are basically gambling. So this young man goes to the racetrack and now he gets behind the wheel and you can see that he's got turbo in there. He's got, I mean, instead of an automatic, he has a standard, and he's trying to figure out, he's going to get into this race and he hasn't even practiced driving. Okay, that's what it would be like. Okay, so what's going to happen? Well, if that's you and you're greedy, or you get out there and you're wanting to make, you know, you've got a lot of pressure on you, you want to make the money, you know that instead of doing spot trading and learning how to do this properly and then get to the cave and then be trained and educated properly on how it works, you just get in, you get in the over there, and this is what will happen. You're stepping off too soon into leverage. The results can be damaging, devastating. Your mindset can go out the window. You never want to trade again. You get liquidated. You lose everything. Skipping the practice, skipping the patience, and skipping the hard work isn't really setting you up for success. So I want to make that very clear with Bitcoin Trend and Forecast and with HODLNOTS, that we highly discourage leverage trading without training, basic training and education first, and without following the steps in which we will lead you there safely with a lot less risk. What happens when you take the HODLNOTS course? Then you complete the 3M program. You get into the Minute Money Masters and you complete, and then you get into the Bear Cave. Now we teach you properly. Now, just like this young man has a professional instructor that has been around the racetrack, that knows how to take the turns, knows how to tell you how to drive a standard now instead of an automatic, and will work with you until you are ready for the races. Now, what does that do? The advanced skills, this is the pathway to success. After many hours of practice, successful days with positive skills will bring the confidence that you need to achieve. Going into advanced skills with expert trainers, coaching for the next level. You need to be coached, you need to be trained. And what better person to do it, or people to do it, trainers to do it, than those who are already doing it? Okay. So learn from people that you can actually see their results, not maybe just somebody else's bank account or somebody else's one-time gain. What are they really doing? Are they really making the money? Can they show you? Okay, we can, and I'm going to do it today because I want you to have a realistic idea of, if you do the hard work, if you want it bad enough, that you will be able to get there and you will achieve what I'm doing. And as some of the bears have well achieved advance, well over me, have surpassed me, which makes me proud, actually. And so what does that get you? If you do the correct pathway, you're going to win the race. That's what we're after. We're after achieving success by the pathway to success. That means learning to see all of the dangers, reading the indicators, making sure you understand them all, how to work with conflicting ones, learning to see all of the instruments together at the same time, learning to know when to go faster, when to stay with a trade, when to exit, how we use our different indicators, how to know the time frames and retracements, Learning to know when to get out without being greedy. Okay, learning to know when it's proper to use your stop loss, how to use your stop. There's lots of different things that you need to know about trading, and we endeavor to teach them to you. But the key is to get to consistency. Consistency in your trading will make you ready for leverage. Okay, and that is achieved. And once you do consistent trades, all in a success, which is what we take you through in 3M, guess what? We win the race. And I will show you that I am winning the race. Now, I'm not here to brag and be braggadocious or do any of that. I'm here to teach and train and educate you. And there's no better way to teach and train people and educate them if I can't show you what I'm doing. And I can't prove to you that I really am consistent and that I really am making trades and I really can make a very good living for myself just by trading on the minutes. Okay, so let's get into it. Here's your pathway to life change. This is for full-time traders. This is if you are contemplating that you don't like your job, you don't like your boss, you need something different in your life, you want to stay home, you want to travel, you want to be able to make a living. How do you get more life out of life? You know, instead of work and 8 to 5 and sitting in traffic and all of that. I changed my life, and you can too. Okay, it's just the mindset. So here's your pathway. You have your basic skills. This is where you start. This is where we want you to start. HODLNOTS foundational course. We deliver it in several different methods. There's a self-paced immediate start. It's 50 modules. We're going to get into that. Okay. It has everything, and you can watch, learn, rewatch videos, and you can take your time up to 3 months to complete it. Normally, we complete it within 30 days if you're intentional. The live course, we have set days and times for that. It's a group training. It's at a set time depending on who's taking the course and what country they're from. It may be a little bit late, maybe early for you, it may be in the afternoon. We won't know until the course starts, but it has set times and dates, and it's usually back to back, so you'll want to clear some time off your schedule to take it. It is all live. Okay, live trainers that put in a lot of hard work and effort in order to teach and train you and guide you with homework, with examples, excitement. You're in a Telegram channel with other people who are taking the course, and the classes are all live. So you get a lot of hands-on. Some people just absolutely love that live course. Now, we also have premium or private trainer solo. Okay, if you really want a one-on-one, you want to pay the money, you're going to pay for the trainer for his time or her time, and you can learn on your time zone, that your preferred days. If you want to smash through the course every day, 4 hours a day, we will work it out. Okay, so you're going to pay extra for that, but the main cost of either the self-paced or the live course is $780 USD. We have done very well to deliver all that we deliver for under 1,000 USD, and we've kept it there. We're very proud of that, because most courses out there, especially after you finish the HODLNOTS course, you'll see what we mean, and you can read the 5-star reviews that we have on thousands of people who have taken it globally. Continued training. 30 Days in the Den comes with the course, as I had discussed before. This is where you get your weekly skills. This is where we ramp you up. This is where you also teach you shorting the market after a month, and where you can go down the market as well as up the market. And we will teach you that. We'll not teach you leverage, but we will teach you how to short the market. These calls every week are recorded, and you have a week to watch them. We're going to practice skills in this extra 30 days after graduation, and we're going to hone in your skills, get you started, and get you trading on the platforms. The Den will cost you $50 after that, USD. That is your cost monthly, so that you get 4 trainings during the week. We get extra help calls. You get extra support. You've got live communities, and you have people calling coins. You also get a free BB Writer, which is one of our indicators that finds the coins, and we will get into that, and you get a discount on the HODL Fire indicator as well. The course also includes our HODLNOTS indicator, which is a 15 indicators in one. You get that free for life. Then we're going to jump you over to the 3M program. You're going to begin the 3M program, and you're going to have a 6-month target. So if you start now, you will finish hopefully by the end of this year, and life change happens for you at the beginning of a brand new year. Okay, that's the goal. We will teach you how to take $20 and trade it up to $2,500. That's the end goal. You'll go through 6 different levels and a lot of different trading things that we do every week. Okay, you will have different trainers that will help you along this journey, and then you will dial in with me on the last part of the 3M, where you work solely with me and I will help get you into the K. So there are weekly help calls. There is accountability every single week for this. You're basically on your own to do the program, but we are there to support you along the way. Private training is as needed. If we see that you're not doing so well, that you're continuing to make mistakes, then I or one of the other trainers will have a private call with you, and we will take our time with you, and we will make sure that if you are serious to learn, we'll get you there. Okay. So then you have on the 3M program, okay, the program itself is free, except for you must have an active den subscription. So again, you're going to have to look at the cost of that and know that it'll be $50 a month for 6 months. If you're going to use the HODL Fire indicator, you're going to get that at a discount for $15 a month. And you're going to get the BB Rider for free. We'll get into that into the training. I know it's a little much right now, but I'm trying to give you a realistic overview of the entire cost, so there's nothing hidden. The Black Bear Cave, when you get there, and you will if you really want to get there, you're going to achieve Black Bear level. You're going to give me your information. I'm going to send you one of these beautiful t-shirts, but you're going to enter the cave for free, and you're going to be ramped up with advanced training on leverage for free. We're not going to charge you for that. When you get there, you're going to get a free t-shirt. You're going to get free leverage training because why? You've earned it. You've done the hard yards. You've done the hard work. You know what mistakes you were making in the past on little money. Now you have the money, and now you have another way to trade. We're going to ramp you up on HODL Fire leverage and on scalp trading leverage. Advanced life change. This is the end of the basics and the beginning of the advanced level. So after you master your skill sets with your basic training, you decide that you love minute scalping like me, you're going to make money every single day, but now you want to move into, I want to keep running my business. You're going to determine how you're going to trade and what trading styles you're going to trade. So this will depend on your goal, your time, your practice, and your skill to take trades successfully. Advanced courses are available for you for those wishing to master the HODL Fire after the course, and you decide that minute scalping just isn't for you. It's too fast. It's too stressful. It's really not. But, some people just don't like to sit down at the screens for very long periods of time, and they'd rather be outside. You know who you are. Okay. If that's you, you're going to want to master the HODL Fire course, and you want to get in with the group with the HODL Fire where they have their own community trading longer trades while they're doing life. Now, the final pathway would be technical analyst. And now this is for pro traders. If this is you, we've got an excellent course for you, UTC, where you're going to master how to do a deep dive into all of the different indicators that we don't teach on the course. Now, this is like Fibonacci, Elliott wave, Fib circles. There's just pitchforks, and there's ribbons, and there's spider lines, and there's all kinds of stuff. But some people just absolutely love charting. And when they do that, then there's more indicators that you can use, and you can go into the pro analyst course that's mastered with our other technical analysts. So you can go off into that and really ramp your trading up to another level with signals. So that's what they specialize in. So after mastering scalp trading and becoming a black bear, you have choices, and you can continue being taught and educated as far as you want to take it. Here's a self-paced foundational trading course. You'll find it in the back office of Bitcoin Trend and Forecast. This is what the chapters include. You can see that there's 10 chapters. There's been a lot of time and effort based on a lot of the trainers that we have working, including myself, and we have risk management in there, have exchanges, how to trade coins. You can see that we do Trading View Introduction, which is a charting platform. We teach and train you on that. Scalp trading indicators, which ones do we use, how we use them, how we set them up, how we read them, time frame analysis. risk management. We have emotions. Remember, trading psychology is really, really big, and it's a part of trading and being successful. So we also have all these modules. You can see that there's 50 modules in this course, and it's yours to watch, rewatch, and use for 3 months, up to 3 months. We hope that you complete it pretty quick. Some people get through it in 2 weeks. People take about 30 days on their own. Just depends on how much time and effort that you have to put into it and making sure that you really understand. Now, with the self-paced course, we also have weekly live calls. We have several of them and different time zones where you can jump on, get a live trainer to answer questions on whatever module you're on. Okay, so we want to fully support you with live support while you take the self-paced course. Now, the live course, again, is all live. You'll have to look at the product in order to see when the next one is coming up. And we usually do about 4 a year. So it's about quarterly. The next step that you have is the HODLNOT help calls and the HODLNOT program and the Minute Money Masters, the 3M. That's what you're after. You're after this Black Bear certificate with your name on it, and you're after this shirt because you really like it. Okay, so the 3M challenge is for you after you complete the course. I've already gone over it, so you know exactly what's involved in joining this. So once you are committed to it, we will work you through. You just need to tell a trainer, I'm ready for 3M. How do I get started? And we're going to give you an intake call and we're going to get you started in the program and we're going to tell you all about it. What can I really expect to make daily? Okay, this is what I'm doing. So this is what I'm showing you. This is the only thing I have is what I'm doing. So here are the live examples in this market. So this is what I want to show you. I traded this weekend on the holiday weekend because I was putting this presentation together for you. Okay? While I had some downtime, while I knew the market was going to be slow, and then I decided I needed some examples. So what better way and what better time to get some examples than in the slowest market that we have when none of the coins are really running. We've got a holiday weekend. Traders are off enjoying their families and friends. So here's what you can expect in the slowest of slow on a holiday weekend when the markets aren't running. There's always a coin running. So this one, as you can see I'm posting here, is a 3-win streak. I'm pretty consistent. Now, I'm not bragging on that, but this is where I want you to be. And this is what the 3M program will get you. You've got April 4th, which was Saturday, which was a holiday, a very slow market. I did 1 hour of trading while I was working on this presentation. I did 3 trades from 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday till my noon time. The result was 335 USD, which amounts to 5,685 Rand, which amounts to 485 AUD. I'm showing you my 3 trades. That is a screenshot below. So you can see here I traded oil, I traded Bitcoin, I was on leverage, and you can see here I made what my percentage was. I made 99%, 8%, and 6% on the trading that I was doing using small money. And you can see here that the amount that I took. And you can see that all the trades were closed. I'm not showing you my closing quantity for various reasons. It's confusing and people will take it wrong. So I do trade with small money. I will show you that when you get to leverage. It's not much, but I was able to make 335 USD. So now I want you to sit here and do the math. In 1 hour of trading, this is realistic in a slow market. If you know that you can make that kind of money, and if you really applied yourself, and I traded 7 or 8 hours during the day, do you think I can make a good living? Can you do this? But you can do everything I'm doing if you take your time, you're patient, you learn how to do it properly, then you will be able to do these trades as well. So I'm showing you here is, you can see the time and the date, so you can see that I'm telling you the truth. You can also see on the one trade here, the bigger one that I did, I made 99% profit. And you can also see that it was $267 in this particular trade and the leverage that I was using. So you can kind of do the math on that if you want to try and figure it out. But I'm just letting you know, in 1 hour of trading, that's the kind of money I made. Let's get into some more. Consistency matters. This was April 4th, which was Saturday, a slow market, and a holiday weekend. I did another 2.5 hours of scalp trading later in the day. So you can see here on 2.5 hours of scalp trading in minutes, I made $459 USD. You can add it to the last 335 that I made in an hour. And this is 7,790 Rand or 665 AUD. So my question to you would be, how much do you need to make a day? And can you do it? You can see clearly here, you can see it was on the 4th. You can see the time that I traded from 1521 to, what time is that? 1737. 2.5 hours. Back-to-back trades. This is a screenshot. This has not been deleted. The only thing that I took out was my closing quantity, okay, to keep from confusing people. So this right here are real trades, and they are all back-to-back, and you can see how much I made in them. However, you can't see the time that I put on them, but you can figure it up. All of these were on minutes, and they were within this 2.5 hour time period, and this is real money. So add this one to the 300 something that we had on the last slide, and there you can see on Saturday on the slow market what the capability is. And this is just normal trading. Okay. So here again, I'm going to give you another screenshot. This is April 2nd. This was Thursday of last week. In the evening, after I was working all day on other things, I needed to trade because it's a thing. You got to keep it up. So I took an hour of time and scalp traded. I made 421 USD in an hour. Good money. 7,145 Rand, 610 AUD. Again, I ask you the question, how much do you require to be making daily, and how much time are you willing to learn how to do it properly? So you can see here, I had trades that were running, if you want to go back and look at them, on STO, NOM, and I traded 2 coins during this 1 hour because both of them were running one way or the other. Most of my trades are longs because that's where you're going to make most money. I do shorts when I can hit them properly. Now you can see here all of the trades. You can see $60, $59, $90, $1. Not all of them are huge, but if they're not running right for me, I at least I know how to get out and break even, which is what I will show you. I've got $62, $29, $51, $9, $72, $26, and $13. So you can see all of these are in minutes. You can see the percentage gains that I make, and you cannot see the leverage, but I'll teach you that when you get to the case. Again, another example, because I need consistency and I need you to see that I'm consistent. March 31st, Tuesday, I took a break on Tuesday. It's my busiest day where I'm back-to-back calls. I took a break from 2 to 3 o'clock. I made $231 USD in an hour of scalp trading. Now, this is during the week when the markets are usually pretty busy. That's 3,920 Rand or 335 AUD in the hour. I ask you again, how much do you need to make? I traded GUSD, River, GUSD, and again, I like oil because of the markets today. And what the oil is doing is going up. So that's one of the ones that I like to trade. You can see here, yes, I did a counter trade here, and I did have a loss. But when I do lose, I try not to lose very much. Sometimes you got to give to get. And that's exactly what I did on that particular instance. I was countering this trade here, trying to make it go up. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're going to teach you how to do it properly. There's 26, 35, 8, 92. So this is what I consider a really good scalp trade, when I can make anywhere from 50 to 90 to 100 or more on a particular scalp in minutes. This is what I consider good money. This is what you can look forward to when you learn how to do it properly with patience and training. Okay, another one. Monday, April 6th. This was a holiday. Oh, This is today. Imagine that. This is when the markets are closed. It's Easter Monday. I'm letting you know I worked today while I finished this presentation, and I did an hour and 15 minutes of scalp trading, and it was $306. Again, on a holiday before the markets open, 5,193 Rand, 443 AUD. You should be able to see from the examples that I've given you in the last 4 or 5 days that 500 USD daily is very easily done when you are trained and educated on how to do it. Okay. So I want to reiterate, we do not want to give you FOMO to run off and to do leveraging without being trained and educated. We have a way that we have mastered how to do it, as you can see, successfully. And we will teach and train you, but we have to make sure that you have the practice and you have to do the hard work first, okay, in order to get to this level. But it is possible. You can see that I am doing it. I've got Bitcoin, virtual, coma, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin today. Why? Because Bitcoin did a nice little spike. It was a reverse retracement, but it spiked and I caught it. You can see here 63.12. This was a loss. I had got out of coma. It just wasn't my. Every once in a while, you'll have one of those trades that just doesn't go along the way you want it to, or you don't get out fast enough and they take from you, which is what happened on this trade. 4.5. I did have some profit. It was minimal, and the fee snatched it up. So you got $4 here, $19 here, and yes, this was an exceptional trade I did in very few minutes. I mean, I think it was a minute or 2 minute trade for 207 because I hit it right. Okay, we're going to show you how to do that properly when you get to the K. Okay, show me the time, show me the good scalps. Okay, so when you're at the right place at the right time and you know how to do it, and you can ramp up to high risk, high leverage, which we will show you how to do, and that comes with practice on leverage trading in the cave. You can see here that I had a 13-minute trade for $118. That was on the 30th of just last week. Okay, so this one here was 13 minutes, which these are longer scalps for me. I'm usually in and out of coins in minutes, but in order to take the $100 was well worth the wait. This one right here was 4 minutes. It was $123. So that was more than either one of these, and this was a lot less time. So in 4 minutes, making $100, that's pretty good hour, right? So I'm just letting you know, this was one of my better trades of all time, and I made it in a slow market on Bitcoin when Bitcoin wasn't running that much, but Bitcoin doesn't have to run that much when you're on high risk, high leverage. So you can see here that I was able to make 262% in less than a minute. And that entailed, because I had some money put on this one, $1,053 USD. Okay, I made it in a minute. Okay. The possibilities are there when you master the trade. Okay. Now, what can you expect when you get in the cave? And you're saying, oh, that's great, Wendy, but you got 10 years of experience. You know, not everybody trades like that. That's true, but it depends on how much you want it. How bad do you want it? And how much are you willing to learn? Because our black bears, most of them are making really good money. So these are some of the trades from the black bears. These are not my trades. This one here was, but I'm just going to throw in some of the other HODL Fire Black Bear trades, and they're from all over the world, trading different global time zones, and they're trading on different platforms. So you can see this one was on Bitmart, and this one was a nice percent. These are HODL Fire trades. These are masters of the HODL Fire, and this is what we will teach you HODL Fire leverage trading when you get to the cave as well. And you can see this is unrealistic to a lot of people, but this is what we see in the cave. 2,382% profit on 400x, which you may think is crazy, but when we're trained and educated and you learn how to ramp up the leverage, you learn how to do it properly, these are possible. We've got 1,240% profit. You can see the entry and the exit easily here. You can see on mine, I did this trade on the 24th as well. I made 372% profit. And you can see here, it's a matter of minutes. I'm a minute scalper. But a lot of the bears do, some of them do minute scalping, but most of them do HODL Fire. This one, 1,000%, 786. These are not crazy, but they're really good. Okay, I'm really proud of the bears. I'm really proud of what they do, and I'm proud that a lot of them have exceeded me to that next level. and getting into the 1,000%. So if you want to learn from them, you want to jump in there with skilled and educated black bears, there's only one way into the cave, and that's through the 3M program. Okay, we want to make one thing very clear during this video because we hesitated making it because it was pushing leverage out there, and we don't want people, the last thing we want is you to get out there and see what has been done, and where we make it look easy, we make it look simple, and you get out there and FOMO in, fear of missing out, for those people who don't know what FOMO is. We want to put out this disclaimer and warning that Bitcoin TAF and HODLNOTS do not promote leverage trading, and it is only taught with the prerequisite of completion of the HODLNOTS Basic Foundational course and the continuation of the 3M program, which will ensure that you have made enough trades and traded up your money to progress to begin the high risk advanced leverage trading skill and training. We will not do it otherwise. If you are not fully trained to master scalp trading, you are gambling. Okay, you are not going to be, okay, let's just say if you are not fully trained to master scalping, you are gambling with your funds. And the risk, as discussed earlier, and I tried to show you a perfect example of a young gentleman getting into a race car, it's versus getting wrecked versus winning the race. Okay, there is always risk with any way that you trade and with any investment, especially with world events, the volatility, there is risk in everything. But mastering with lots of practice, with the right education and training, you have patience, you can make the right trades, and you can do exactly what I've shown you that I've done in the last couple days very easily. I mean, I was not doing 7 or 8 hour days of trading, and you can see the amount of money that I made. So can you really profit? HODL fire, scalping, doing both of those types of trades is what we will endeavor to teach you how to do for making a living daily. Now, here is what I mean, just to show you what I mean on how you can get wrecked on high leverage. Okay, this was a successful trade that I did. You can see I did this just this weekend. Okay, but I wanted to show you on Bitcoin, especially on the perpetual market, when I was doing high risk, high leverage on 111x, I was able to capture 8.5% profit, and I made $265. And you can see I held this one a little bit longer because Bitcoin wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. But for this 40-minute trade, I made $265. However, when you are on this kind of leverage, these are the fees that you can expect. If you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to do it, I would have paid $378, 378 USD, far exceeds the amount of income that I would have made because I was trading at 111x. This is why some people don't believe that it's possible, because the fees will eat your lunch and they will take away any amount of profit that you make. But we have a way to do it. We have a way that we can show you how to do it. And you can clearly see that I saved $378 in fees alone while taking 265 USD in profit. So be aware, know what the risks are, and don't go out and gamble, and don't go out and take trades when you're not trained and educated. We want to make that very clear. So now what we do also at HODLNOTS is, this is our signature indicator. This is the HODL fire indicator, and it is available to you at a super low cost. It is so good that we offer it out to you for free use for a week, no strings attached. We do not take a payment method. We have a free coupon on the product website for 7 days. We want you to learn how to use the HODL fire. We have it extremely low price. It's been told that we are selling it way too cheap, and we know that. We want people to be in abundance. We want people to have it. And if you stay with us with HODLNOTS in the den and the lodge, if you are a participant in trading with us in the den and the lodge, you will get the indicator for half price. So we do want you not to be indicator poor. but we want you to be trading with us. And this is an exceptionally good indicator. It has a free training video on it. When you get the product, watch the video and learn how to use it. Alternatively, we also have a Hall of Fire course if you want to master this. So it's fairly new, and we have a great community that's building with it. The BB Rider. This is also available to the public. You don't have to take the course if you don't want it, but if you want to know how we find some of our runs, the BB Riders, the Bollinger Band Rider. This is one of the first indicators that we coded after the HODLNOTS indicator because we needed to find the runs. We have revised the BB Rider and now included more time frames. So you can see here it runs on 4 different exchanges: Binance, Mexi, Coinbase, and we've added Bitmart. So Bitmart is also on this. We've got 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour signals that chime off of this Telegram signals channel. And you can see here how it works is the check marks will tell you whether coins or candles are running on a top Bollinger for the run. This is a game changer, especially for scalpers. We have been able to use it for entry points on higher time frames, but we basically love this. It's a trader's dream because it finds the running coins. We have made this available. It's $40 a month USD for anybody who wants to use it in the public, but we offer it for free with a den membership. So why not come trade with us instead and get it for free? It's included. How do I get started? Sign up for a free account with BitcoinTap.com. If somebody has referred you, please use their referral link out of courtesy and because they are working hard for a commission. Peruse the products and begin your journey with HODLNOTS Foundational Course, whatever desired method that you would like to have, the self-paced, the live, or the premium. Be intentional, stay focused on your life goals for the end of this year or early next year, 2027, and you could be doing a full-time trading position. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's rather long, but hopefully it's informative for those people who are really wanting to learn how to be a trader. Learn from the people who have been doing it for a very long time, who have many years of experience, and that can show you the money. This is a realistic view. If this works for you, and all my trading that I've been doing today, I'm using small money. I'm not using tens of thousands. So I'll let you know that. You can actually gain what I've gained today on small money. So if this is for you, or I have not answered all of your questions, and you would like to talk to me further, and you would like to book a Zoom call, please take a screenshot of the link below and schedule a call with me. And I can go over helping you meet your life goals, especially if you're interested in a premium course. We'll need to have a consultation with you and get some more information. But I'm happy to answer any calls for anybody who is very seriously minded and you have further questions before you get started. Thank you for joining, and I look forward to seeing you in the HODLNOTS program, and I look forward to seeing and teaching you how to trade cryptocurrency for a living. Let's go with life change.